Going on, everybody? It's Harmonic coming to you guys with another video. Just gonna be going over what I had seen, some news that had dropped yesterday. With GameStop. So go ahead and get into it. So GameStop Retro. So GameStop Retro locations have started opening. Select GameStop locations will once again start serving physical copies of classic video games. So this was just announced yesterday. We'll go into the article a little bit and kind of go over what's been said. It's not a lot, so it's just a little bit of stuff here and there. But yeah, from what it looks like, it looks like GameStop is going to be starting to open up uh locations. So they're not going to be opening up stores per se, but just different locations of the stores that they already have that will start to incorporate selling retro video games and stuff like that again. So it was one of those things that was brought up that was something that they did in the past. So like I remember when GameStop, when they were still kind of selling the PlayStation 3s and the Xboxes and the Wii and Wii U's and all that. Um they were, doing that whole retro thing and everything like that. So the fact that they're bringing it back is something that someone like myself, who is a retro gamer, who does have older consoles, I'm hyped. I love it. I love the fact that they're going to be bringing it back and they're going to be doing this whole thing again. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the article. So there used to be a day when every GameStop location would offer copies of classic video games. There'd be a bin filled with old cartridges and CDs for old school Nintendo, Sega, and other systems. Gradually, the retail phased this idea out. Now it looks like the retro gaming is back on the menu. On Tuesday, GameStop indicated that select locations will utilize GameStop retro branding and begin selling physical copies of classic games. The classic games are back. All right. And then new retro games are spawning near, and then it's just two links pretty much. So one of them is just kind of like a link to kind of show if you're interested in this, kind of where you'd have to go in order to see where they'd be selling some of these retro games in some of the locations. And then the other link is just pretty much an X link to X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So the classics are back, new retro games, and then just kind of shows what type of systems and everything like that that they're gonna be selling. So the news comes from the GameStop X, formerly Twitter account. Select GameStop locations will sell games from classic systems dating back to the Nintendo Entertainment System, so the NES, and go all the way through to the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U generation. Yes, the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and Wii U are now considered retro, so update those scorecards accordingly. And in a sense, I feel like that last sentence right there, that is kind of crazy because it is one of those things, obviously the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the Wii U, they are older consoles. They've, you know what I mean? I think it's been like over 8 years now that they haven't really been like in the market in that regard. So the fact that they're bringing it back is pretty cool. The fact that those three systems are considered retro, to me, I'm like, yeah, I can see that by now. But I'm sure that there's some other people out there that are probably they're hearing that and they're like, damn, like, yeah, time really is flying. So, the GameStop website has been selling physical copies of retro games for almost a full decade, but now it looks like the brick and mortar locations are about to follow suit. Only games from Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and Sega consoles appear to be for sale, so apologize to anybody hoping to bolster their Atari, Jaguar, or Panasonic 3DO libraries. And then just a little photo of the type of consoles that we're having. So this latest development from GameStop, excuse me, comes as the company announces the date for its Q2 2024 earnings report. GameStop GME will issue its latest financial reports following the close of the stock market on Tuesday, September 10th. We'll be sure to report the latest to come out of the world of GameStop on that day. So come back to Shock News for the latest updates. So chances are, I mean, depending on what they actually have in regards to the info for this with Shock News, I might possibly do another video. If it's just like some little details and stuff like that that they're gonna be adding to it, nothing really crazy, then yeah, I'll probably go ahead and skip on actually doing a video. I might just like mention it in another video if I have something kind of related. But yeah, I think this is awesome. I think this is really fucking cool that they're deciding to go back with this route and selling these kind of products and stuff like that. There's the retro market. There is a market out there for sure. There are a lot of people that love to collect retro games and love to go that route as far as being a collector. Me personally, I'm one of them. So when it comes down to the systems that I was never really an Xbox guy. I was more of a PlayStation. But when I was a kid growing up, I was always a Nintendo kid. So I still do have the NES and Nintendo Entertainment System, my 64, the GameCube. I never got the Wii, but I did get a Wii U pretty much at the end of its cycle. So when Breath of the Wild was released and they had the Wii U version, that was the one that I got. So I have all of those, and then of course the Switch for the Nintendo. PlayStation, I don't have the PS1, but I do have a PS2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then as far as Xbox goes, I never owned an Xbox. I think the closest I ever came was owning an Xbox 360 that one of my buddies, his dad had, but it was broken. So it could play games, but I think like it couldn't the disc um the opener or whatever to like actually place the disc in, and that thing was broken. And then for some reason it would kind of read the games, but it could only read it so much before it would start messing up. So for someone like me, this is awesome to hear because it is one of those things that, I am excited to be able to actually go into a regular GameStop and check it out as opposed to having to go to a specific retro store, because that's pretty much what it's like nowadays, where if you do want to look into retro video games, your best bets are either going to be online or a specific store. And even then, like a lot of the times these stores, they don't have a huge selection because obviously they can only really sell what they get in. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be amazing to happen. I think it's fucking awesome that it's gonna be going down. And yeah, we'll just see how it works. And hopefully it'll work out for GameStop as well, because they have been on the decline as far as like finances and like staying afloat with the company. A lot of people have even been questioning how they've been able to stay afloat this long as they have. So the fact that they're going this route, hopefully it will bring more revenue to them, as well as being able to cater more to the gamers, such as myself, the retro gamers. So yeah, really glad to hear that. I think that's fucking cool. And yeah, so that'll be that for this video. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. If you guys do have any tips or tricks you guys can give me to help make these videos a little bit better, I am starting off. So, anything I can do to kind of improve on it and to make it more enjoyable for you guys to watch, please let me know. I really do would appreciate that and like to know. So yeah, if you guys can like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, Harmonic out. Thank you guys.